5, 4, 3. Jackanory, Jackanory. Jackanory.
Today's story is called The Very Lonely Mole. Now, it's a special kind of mole, boys and girls, one that lives on your face. Are you sitting comfortably? Then I'll begin. There is a man, his name is Paul, bald and 50 and about yay tall. Our story today isn't about this poor soul, instead it concerns his discarded mole. Discarded, you say? How could this be? It was purely cosmetic due to Paul's vanity. With a tug of the forceps and a cut from the knife, our discarded mole now sprung into life. Our mole was confused and agitated. He thought it so cruel they'd been separated. And so he resolved to make it his aim to find Paul's face and be reunited again. He knew that for Paul the beach was his turf, but like all his mates he just couldn't surf. Instead they didn't do what they oughta. Drank skinny lattes instead of hitting the water. So the mole hurried away, but now where to try? I know, his house. He loves DIY. And there in the garden, with no planning permission, is it a doll's house, a shack, or housing commission? Was it Paul constructing this hideous howler, the ugliest edifice ever seen in Balgowlah? Mole retreated indoors. He knew Paul likes the snooze. So he looked in the bedroom. Hey, nothing to lose. A rustle of bedclothes made him jump in fright. There was someone in bed, but not sleeping all right. He pulled back the covers. What a hideous sight! Not Paul and Karen, but two lovers in flight. Mole fled the bedroom to clear his mind. Straight to the kitchen, some goodies to find. Through the haze and smoke, could this be his master? No, it's Joe with another culinary disaster.
Scones are ready!
Fleeing the smoke, he heard tunes from afar. It could only be Paul attempting guitar. He followed the sound to discover its source. Alas, not Paul, but Nigel, miming of course. The mole deflated, he sits down and cries, when a tap on his shoulder makes him turn in surprise. There stands Paul, tears streaming down his face. Oh mole, I'm so sorry, I've been a terrible disgrace. Without you around my life is so lame. Without you around, my life is so lame. Without you on my lip, things just aren't quite the same. I'm listless and teary and really depressed. Life has no purpose, mole, I have to confess. Like Torville and Dean or Cagney and Lacey, I could not get by without you on my facey. Will you come back? I'm begging you, please. You're my moly mate, not a facial disease. The mole agreed, and the message is simple. Paul needed that mole like Kirk Douglas, his dimple. Hello! The moral of this story, dear viewers, is plain. Having facial surgery is completely insane. Be it a freckle, a mole, or facial tumour, when turning 50, don't lose your sense of humour. And so we are left with just one more thing to say. Congratulations, Paul, on your 50th birthday.
Jackanory.